Hello guys, and welcome to today's video where before I kind of jump on in, I would just want to talk to you guys about a little bit of a background, I guess. So this video is going to be talking about me streaming on two platforms outside of YouTube. YouTube will still be my primary one, but I just wanted to, before I dive into the specifics of why I'm doing this, where I'm going, that kind of thing, I just wanted to clarify that I'm not going anywhere on YouTube. YouTube, again, is still going to be my main focus of content creation, where I release live streams and skill guide videos, shorts, that kind of stuff. It's just something that after doing a lot of research the last week and a half or so, talking with my wife and whatnot, where I really feel like this is a good business decision at this time, just for the potential that this could bring to my family as a whole. It's, again, has nothing to do with YouTube as a streaming platform, as a service, you guys as a community. I'm not leaving again for any reason. I'm just testing things out just for the possibility of a bigger and more basically financially prosperous opportunity. So what the heck am I talking about? Let's go ahead and dive on in, and I'll explain kind of where I'm coming from there. So the site that I'm talking about is Kick. Now I know there's a lot. If you're not familiar with it, Kick is a very brand new streaming platform that is available now for anyone to test out. It's less than a year old, and it's kind of taking over the streaming community by storm at the moment. A lot of people are, especially from Twitch, are kind of moving from Twitch over to Kick to try it out for their revenue possibilities, because Twitch is kind of cracking down on what creators can make over there. But basically, it's just a very new platform. There's, instead of super chats, it's called donations. Memberships are called subscriptions, and just to quote unquote subscribe to someone you can on YouTube, it's just a follow, kind of like on Twitter. So it's still, as you can see in this top left corner, it's still in a beta stage. So they're still testing things out. They haven't finalized their website as of right now, again, because they're still getting people to join the site, even though it is growing at a very incredible pace. They're still finalizing and formatting everything. Now, going on to the second part of the video of, we obviously now know what it is, but the big question that you guys are probably going to ask is why am I even doing this? The big thing here is, which takes us to the second tab here, is the revenue potential that Kick is offering at this time in 2023 compared to Twitch and YouTube. For example, Twitch has a 50-50 split, meaning, if you super chat someone or whatever it is called on Twitter, whatever it is, you send them $100, Twitch takes 50, creator gets 50. YouTube, it's 70-30. So, me as a creator, if you super chat $100, I would get $70, YouTube would take 30. Kick has a 95-5 split, meaning that I would get $95, they would get $5, which is just absolutely insane. I don't know of any other streaming platform that is offering this kind of revenue split between the platform itself and the creator. And so it just provides a very nice way to help keep the smaller streamers actually afloat in streaming if it's something that they really want to pursue. So it's just a insane revenue split. I'm sure down the line that's more likely to change, but as of right now, of June 18th of 2023, that is the revenue split that Kick is going with. Also, Kick, to my knowledge, is the only streaming platform that is and is going to pay a content creator for simply being on their site. So this is here, the Formula Trainwreck is just the one of the main people that founded the streaming platform. So the content creator will also get paid by Kick on top of donations, so super chats, that kind of thing, memberships or subscriptions. Kick themselves will also be paying the content creators an amount based on the number of hours they stream, a flat rate that they have determined, the average viewers that the channel has, and also the viewer demographic and how engaging the live chat and live stream is. And so again, as far as I know, no other streaming platform, YouTube, Twitch, I can't even think of the other ones off the top of my head right now because so many have just basically come and failed between Twitch and YouTube. But this is the only site where they're basically like, hey, we appreciate you taking the time to stream here where you could be streaming elsewhere. So here's some money just for being here and for bringing your viewers and bringing people to the site, which is absolutely a huge benefit to a small-time streamer like myself, because instead of, you know, the bigger name streamers who are getting memberships, super chats left, right, and center, the smaller content, you know, the smaller channels, the smaller content creators on YouTube, whether it's Warhammer, Total War, you know, Fortnite, whatever it may be, they're not getting paid by YouTube or Twitch for being there. You know, they have to build, and takes a long time, or can take a long time, to even get to the point where they can make that a financial success, or at least financially stable enough for them to actually continue doing that. And so it really just comes down to the fact that as of right now, Kick just has a much more financial possibility than YouTube and definitely Twitch at this stage. And for people like me who are very passionate about streaming, I love hanging out with you guys. It's not, again, that I have issues with you guys as a community, or I have issues with YouTube. I have a fantastic relationship with YouTube. It's going fantastic. This is just a means where I can basically do something that I'm very passionate about, and I really love hanging out with you guys. I love playing games with you. I love, you know, hearing your feedback and talking with you guys about our days, you know, the games that we're playing, that kind of thing. This is just a means for me to potentially do that more consistently and more often, because it is something that I always knew I would enjoy, but I didn't realize I would enjoy it so much. And, you know, if Kick ends up flopping, you know, all the people that are like, oh, we told you so, by all means, at that time, say it. I'm not going to hold anything against you there. But basically, at least I'll be taking a shot. You know, if I just know at the end of the day, if I don't try this out as a business opportunity for myself and my family, I'm just going to, you know, kick myself, because I was like, that could have been me. You know, I could have been doing that if I would have put the time in when things were still growing with the site and still growing with the channel, and now I missed out on it. And I basically just don't want to miss out on what it could be. Another reason why I want to test it out is for the wider audience. I know on YouTube you can search, you know, different games you're looking for, different content creators. You can do the exact same thing on Twitch, but also you know, I'm able to reach more of a wider audience. You know, I can just launch up a stream from OBS and be streaming Diablo 4 or Hogwarts Legacy, and there's already going to be people in that category. Like, for example, if I click here on Diablo 4 and I click on a streamer and then back out, there's all these other streamers here that, you know, are playing the game. And someone may be like, hey, let's check out this Lemon Pledge guy. And even with that, even if they're like, yeah, but look at all these people streaming Diablo 4, how are you going to stand out against them? Another thing you can do is just type in the person that you're wanting to watch. So if you came on over to Kick and wanted to watch me, boom, there's my page. Boom, say Lemon Pledge is streaming Diablo 4. Boom, there he is. You know, you can find what game and who you want to watch just as easily on Kick as you would be on YouTube, especially once you would make an account and you start following a certain content creator. It's really easy to find, you know, who you're looking for and when. So it's not necessarily the ease of access of the site is that difficult. It's just that it's getting to learn how the system functions in that way. And now moving on to the third big one on like why I'm testing out, and a thing that I'm sure people may comment on the video and, you know, say certain things regarding the fact that Kick is funded and financially being backed by a cryptocurrency online gaming site, which is why you see like slots and casinos here. Now, I want to start off by saying, like, when I first heard about this, and I've been watching this for about 3 weeks now, I thought people, you know, streamers were going to go to Kick, be drawn in by this, you know, getting paid just to stream stuff, the 195.5 subscriber revenue split. People give you a donation or a super chat, you get 100% of it. People are just going to flood to it, right? And then, boom, you're going to get hit with ads for online gaming. You know, all that stuff is just going to flood it. Now, to my pleasant surprise, the only time I have ever seen one of those ads, which has been very, very rare, is if you're in the slots and casinos category. If I go to just chatting, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Diablo 4, Grand Theft Auto, Apex, whatever game it may be, if it's not a gambling category, the Stake company, which is the name of the company that is financially backing Kick.com right now, those ads are not playing in it. So, you're not going to hop onto a Lemon Pledge stream and then halfway through it, like on Twitch, there's going to be a online gaming advertisement, which for me, that was going to be a big no. Because I didn't want to, one, be associated with online gambling. I didn't want to, in any way, shape, or form, be, advertising it to you guys who don't want anything to do with online gambling or anything revolving that. But again, to my pleasant surprise, it's not like that whatsoever. If you want to watch something, you can find it very easily. They're not going to bombard you. They're like separate but working together at the same time, where they're not trying to, there's not 20 ads on this homepage here saying gamble, gamble, gamble. It's just not there. So it was a very good thing and very positive thing and uplifting thing that I ended up seeing, where they just weren't shoving all of that stuff into your face, which was a really big plus for me as to why I was like, okay, maybe this wouldn't be as bad of a place to stream, at least to test it out. Which I know some people will probably still have, the that stigma with it, but yeah, it's still a online gaming company, or a gambling company, or gambling in general. But at the same time, I mean, Twitch has Amazon backing it, which, take it as you will. I doubt Amazon has been squeaky clean in the past. Google and YouTube, I doubt Google has been squeaky clean in their past as well. And I'm not saying like, oh, that just is gonna, make everything okay that they're doing. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm just saying at the end of the day, every company is going to have someone financially backing them, and it just happens in this case that it's a gambling site and a gambling company. And again, if it's something you just want to completely avoid, it's easy to do. All you have to do is not click on gambling or search gambling, and it just doesn't interfere with you whatsoever. And lastly, the big last reason why I want to test it out is the fact that if I go to Total War here, even though, there's very minimal people here. If I go to Warhammer, for example, there's only 70 people following it right now. And I know many of you are like, why would you even go to a site that only has 70 people following the game? You have to keep into consideration that this site is very new, and it's, mainly right now being used for games like Call of Duty, Diablo 4, Apex Legends, Fortnite, first-person shooter games, co-op, multiplayer, that kind of stuff. And that's fine. But what I see in it as a potential business decision is like right now I could be a big fish in a little pond, where, down the line, John Doe, could be a nobody and be like, hey, I saw Kick, I'm going to try it out and start streaming. And then boom, he's got 50,000 followers on Kick and he's just killing it. And I could be like, wow, that could have been me, where I could get and, get my toes in the water now. And even though there's not many people there currently and whatnot, or even in Total War in general, if I bring it up again, there's a few people playing Empire Total War, believe it or not. Earlier today, it was Empire Total War, Warhammer 2, Warhammer 3, and Medieval 2. But 2 weeks ago, the amount of followers that Warhammer 3 had was like 42. So it is slowly growing. It's just going to take time for people to test it out themselves and kind of try out a new site. So that's another one, like, again, if it ends up flopping, so be it. At least I took a chance. But if it ends up being something pretty great for myself and for my family and for just the channel overall, then great. I took a chance and it ended up panning out. And so really those are the four big ones. The revenue potential, the wider audience, the gambling stigma that I've researched, and at the end of the day, I know people are going to make their decisions whether they want to check it out or not, or if they just want to stick with YouTube because whatever they're comfortable with, and that's fine. I'm not asking any of you to completely drop YouTube or Twitch, wherever you're coming from, and just come to Kick because I say it's better. I'm not saying one is better. I'm not saying one is worse. I just merely want to check it out for myself, test it out, and see how it's can affect myself and how it can affect my future life. And the last thing I just want to talk about is how to maneuver around the site, especially if you want to check it out. For my sake, first off, thank you. But you may be wondering, okay, how do I just ignore all these other stuff that other things that I don't want to pay attention to. You know, you're not interested in people just talking, gambling, you know, the pools and whatever people want to do, whatever, Call of Duty, Fortnite, all that stuff. It's really easy, just like YouTube. You know, if you make it a Kick account and you can't find me, just search my name. You know, type in Lemon Pledge. Boom. Or maybe if I could spell it right, but look, it still pops up. So boom, takes you directly to my like channel on Kick. You know, if I have a video, obviously don't have anything right now, or clips and whatnot, you'll be able to watch those VODs right there. Or if you type in Total War and you just want to focus on Total War, it bypasses all of those categories. Eventually, once I start making content on it, it'll start, you know, having me popping up here with channels. You know, Warhammer 3, boom, Lemon Pledge is streaming, you know, that kind of thing. So it's really easy to just bypass all of the other categories that you're not interested in with the search tab right here. You don't have to scroll, you know, all the way down to the bottom or anything like that. You just, right to the top, type in Total War, type in Lemon Pledge, whatever it may be. And really what I would advise to do, if you guys are going to come over and check it out, just type in Lemon Pledge, because I'll more likely than not be using Kick to kind of stream some other games outside of Total War, but also be doing Total War occasionally on it. But I just kind of want to test things out and see where I want to go there. But really, that is what I have for you in terms of maneuvering the site. In terms of like making an account, it's super easy. You just, you know, you get an email, you verify that, you know, you're a human, and it's like, okay, you're good to go. Now, if you're just using it to watch people, you don't have to do all the extra stuff that I had to do to become verified, and so I could start streaming. You don't have to worry about that. It's just as easy as making a Gmail, really, is what it comes down to. And again, it's super easy to just bypass all the stuff you don't want to pay attention to. You just simply search, again, a game, my name, Lemon Pledge, or anything like that. So it's really easy to just get rid of that and not worry about it. But anyway, I want to say again, thank you all for watching this video, and leave, you know, down in the comments if you guys still are like, I don't know, Lemon Pledge, I don't know if you should be doing this, that kind of thing. I'm totally open to talk to you guys about it. I know, again, not all of you are going to be like, that's a great idea, or some of you may be like, you're a freaking idiot, like, why are you doing this, like, why are you even trying it out? I totally get both sides of it. This is just merely from a business decision that, again, I've done a lot of research on. I've talked with my wife about it, and you know, she's all for me for trying it out as well. Because at the end of the day, like, I love hanging out with you guys. I love gaming. Obviously, I'm a huge gaming nerd. But a lot of it is, you know, it's something I've grown to be very, very passionate about. And if this is a avenue that could make it where I do this full time, then so be it. And at least at the end of the day, I'll know that I took a chance on it, and if it works out really well for me, then fantastic, and if it blows up on me, then totally fine too. I'll always have YouTube. Again, YouTube is going to be my primary source of content creation. Still, I'm not abandoning it at all. It's just that I want to start working in Kick, you know, once or twice a week once I move back to the lower 48 there. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you understand. Again, I'm more than willing to talk with you all about it. And until the next video or live stream, I'll see you guys later. And don't forget, tonight on June 18th, I will be doing my first kind of Kick live stream, just to kind of test it out, test it with OBS, you know, see how easy it is for me to like pick up people just watching the game, whatever it is I may be playing there. So don't forget to check it out. I'll be going live there in probably 3 hours or so from that time, so a little late my time, but hope to see you guys over there. And if not, I hope to see you guys over there at a later date. And until then, guys, have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye.